Welcome to video 3 of week 1. This time around we're going to be learning about framing. So what is framing? Framing is when we choose to put something within the view of the camera. Whatever we leave behind, it's outside of the frame. We're talking about the most basic tool in filmmaking. It's usually used to guide the audience to see something specific or to ignore something else. We use it to show the emotions of the characters or being able to show big actions. But as well, it's used to set the environment where the entire film is going to happen. It's a great way to show ideas. And in animation, is one of the principles of animation, staging. So framing is the most basic tool. We use it to guide the audience. We use it to set emotions and environment to show and communicate ideas. And of course, it's one of the principles of animation. Now, if we're talking framing in a way to talk about shots, we need to understand that there are different types of shots and there's different ways to classify shots. And the first way that we're going to learn is shot size. The first shot that we're going to see is the extreme wide shot. That usually on a storyboard, you will see it as EWS. It's a very, very wide shot that is usually focused on the location. The ratio between location and character, it's more towards the location side. And sometimes the character is not even there. It's all about the location. We have seen very, very little in the shot. What we focus is on the environment. Now, the next shot is a wide shot. WS in a storyboard. In this kind of shot, it's all about the environment still. Our character is there and there's a little bit more importance in it. But still, the location is the most important part. It's really good for action shots, but terrible for emotions. You can't see the face of the character. So if you want to emote, don't use this shot. We have this example here. Finn with his sword is slightly closer than in the wide shot, but still quite far. The next shot is long shots, or LS. They're really good for character actions, and we're more focused on the character than the location. However, the location is still important.
What the heck happened to the treehouse?
We can see more of the facial features, but at the same time, we see a lot about the environment and we see the entire body, which is a very important thing in a long shot. Let's move on to the next one, which are medium full shots, or MFS. This kind of shot were very popular in Western movies. Actually, it was created for Western movies.
This is way funnier than Guitar Dad.
That's why it's known as an American shot or a cowboy shot. Now, the reason is quite simple. In these kind of shots, you are able to see the guns of the characters. The shot is just from the knees up.
Find them, catch them, help them.
Next, we have the medium shot, or MS. This is a neutral shot. It allows you to see the face of the character and part of the body of the character, which means it's really good to show some emotion and to show some basic actions. Usually used for dialogue scenes where you can see the gestures of the characters and read part of the body language.
Let's talk to PB. I'm sure this is all one of her experiments gone wrong.
Or like in this amazing scene of The Shining, where the characters are in the toilet and the camera stays mostly on a medium shot. The reason that Stanley Kubrick stayed for most of the sequence on a medium shot is to allow us to see the face of the characters while seeing the hand gestures. Because the hand gestures and the body language of the characters are telling us as much as their faces. Then we go to the medium close-up shot, or MCUS. This type of shot stays on the chest up to the face. It's great for emotions, but definitely not for action.
It's good to see you.
It's good to be back, Lloyd.
Don't worry, Finn. We are only teasing you because you are a baby.
Really? Well, I'm Candy now, and I'm in control of my emotions.
And then we have the close-up shot, or CU in storyboarding. It's a very important shot for acting because it allows the actor to emote and the camera to see it. One of the best shots for emotions and details.
What kind of quest?
Or in this close-up on another very important Stanley Kubrick movie, Clockwork Orange. We will start with the main character very, very close to see his face, his emotions, and then move away from it to see the rest of the scene. And after the close-up, we have even something closer, an extreme close-up, or XCU. It's usually used to show a small part of the actor, or a detail in an object.
It's gummy?
Hello?
It's unnaturally close, but it's perfect to show specific details and subtle movements. Like in this shot of the good, the bad, and the ugly, where we focus extremely close to the eyes just to be able to see how the eyebrows move up and down and the eyes slightly move to create tension between the characters. Or like in this shot from Citizen Kane, where we focus on the snow globe, which is one of the most important details of the movie. For the next shot, we're going to move a little bit away from the subject matter. This is more like a medium shot, or it can be a wide shot. It depends. It's an over-the-shoulder shot. In this kind of framing, we have our main character, the character that is looking at something, on the corner of the screen, framing what this character is looking at, which can be someone else, or it can be something else. For example, in this sequence from Star Wars, we have Darth Vader in the corner of the screen, framing what he's looking at, which is Lando. Now, this kind of shot is very important, and in this sequence we can see why. The presence of Darth Vader is dominant. He's not only taking over the control of Lando's city, but he's as well taking over the screen. He's suffocating Lando, not only on the story, but visually we can see that he's doing it. We're using the framing to tell what is happening. Or in this sequence from The Dark Knight, where Batman is in an over-the-shoulder looking at the Joker. And then again, it's all about seeing what the other character is seeing while having them as a reference. In conclusion, shots can be used to show emotions or actions, depending on which kind of shot you use. If you want to show big actions, you'll be using shots like a long shot or a wide shot. What about if you want to show your setting? Then you will use an extreme wide shot. Or if you want to show emotions, then you will use a close-up or a medium shot. And if you want some of both, then a medium shot or a full medium shot. That's all for this video, but we still have one extra lecture for this week, which is about shot function. I'll see you then.